I do not know about you, but I certainly am still emotional after yesterday's win. It certainly had quite a few moments for us to speak about, but none more so than Casemiro finally getting his farewell and Bruno Fernandes breaking the all time Premier League assist record. That in itself is things to celebrate. But the game itself had so many talking points, from a handball that perhaps could have been given as a goal being disallowed to us basically not defending the way we can defend under Michael Carrick. But we'll get through all of that. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So, a 3-2 win against Nottingham Forest, our last home game for the season. And we done it the hard way because I think we had 29 shots in total in the game. And that in itself, wow, it shows you just how we were in terms of the attacking force. But again, in defense, we didn't look too bright. We didn't defend well for the two goals that Nottingham Forest scored. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So we started quite early in the game. We basically got a well-deserved goal through Luke Shaw. Bruno played the ball into the box. It fell to the feet of Luke Shaw. He controlled it well and finished well into the bottom corner. And from that point, we seemed to pepper Nottingham Forest's defense even more. And that made us in a very, very good position for the game. But again, the halftime score was 1-0, and there were moments that was concerning from Nottingham Forest side when they attacked us, when they found space in behind Maguire and Martinez. But we defended well and they didn't take their chances. There's a stat that shows for 400 games now since 1982, we have never lost a game at Old Trafford when being in the lead at half time, and those are consecutive games. So that's a very good stat that we have at Old Trafford still to this day. The second half had more action. It also had, of course, Casemiro saying bye, getting that proper standing ovation with Carey taking him off in the latter stages of the second half. However, we didn't do well in terms of the defense. Elliot Anderson has been the talk of the town throughout the season. He is the player that is touted to go to City, maybe come to United because he is one of our top targets and he showed his qualities. He showed just exactly why we would want a player like him in midfield. And the balls that he played in for Nottingham Forest 2 goals showed his quality. He basically created 2 goals for his team with how he played those balls into the box. But our defending, very, very disappointing. We're just standing around like statues, waiting for the ball to come into the box and hoping that it's going to come our way in order to clear it. There wasn't any man marking for their first goal. And for the second goal, Morgan Gibbs White just arrives late into the box and nobody saw him on the edge of the box, which was kind of something we done under Ten Hag. But again, that's all the way back in the past. But again, at that point, 2-2, we thought, here's a problem. What are we going to do? But then again, we managed to score the winner, and Bruno Fernandes got that 20th assist. He needs one more, and he probably could have had 4, 5 assists in the game against Nottingham Forest with how many chances we wasted. Mbeumo could have had a hat trick. There was chances for Bruno Fernandes himself. It just didn't seem to go in, and it didn't seem like it was going to be a day where we'd be scoring a lot of goals, but we still managed to see a nice 5 goal thriller. And as Michael Carrick said after the game, we always tend to do it the hard way, the entertaining way. That's the way United always has done things. And getting the win on Casemiro's last home game was beautiful. There was lots of tears after the game, some from myself, and it's because of how important Casemiro is and the hole that will be left in the team once he leaves. Brighton being our last game, Casemiro will most likely play. But it's going to be a huge, huge miss for next season, and we need to ensure that we replace him correctly. What a player! What performances he has put in for us, the way he's dragged us through in games, the way he's won games for us, finals, semi-finals. Casemiro has done it all for us. His experience is second to none with how he was a leader in the dressing room, a leader on the pitch. And you could see the difference when Casemiro plays and when he doesn't play for Manchester United. So it's going to be difficult to replace him and to move forward without him, but we have to. That's what time does. That's how football works. Players come and players go. Michael Carey gave a speech after the game, and it sounded like he was going to be here and is going to be here for next season. We know that he's going to be signing a 2-year contract. So once that's officially announced by the club and they do the whole video announcing of Michael Carrick as the permanent head coach, we'll talk about that. We'll definitely do so. But I am happy that we got a win for our final home game of the season. And it sets a marker for next season that we need to push for more. We need to aim higher up the table. We need to try and win a trophy, one of the cup trophies, maybe the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. Try and get into the latter stages of the Champions League, which we are in. So there must be a step forward from here. Michael Carrick must be backed by Ineos. They have to give him exactly what he needs in order to strengthen the squad. Otherwise, we are basically going to be in the same boat, struggling next season, not getting the results that we need, and probably failing in all of the competitions that we will be competing in. But let's see what happens over the course of the summer. We have one more game to go, then the season is done. Casemiro will no longer be here. Can Bruno break the assist record? I think he can. He only needs one more. I think he would need two more to break the all-time European record. So we'll see if he actually gets the opportunity to do that. It's dependent, of course, on the teammates and how they put the ball into the net. Another very, very positive thing that has come out throughout the season, Mbumo, Cunha, and Sesko all hitting 10 goals for the season, and that is good and a good foundation for them to build on for next season and for seasons to come. It shows that our attack can score goals, can create goals, that they are efficient enough. But of course, they need to push for more. There will be people that will be coming in to try and compete for those places, and that's normal. There must be proper competition within the team in order to have the team and squad elevate and compete at the highest level. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about Casemiro saying goodbye. Michael Carrick will be announced as the permanent head coach, so let me know what your thoughts are on that. And of course, we'll talk about the Brighton game when we do so in the preview. Have a wonderful day further till we see each other again in the next one. Bye bye, Red Devils. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share, and subscribe.